So here we are, back in Minecraft. But speaking of Minecraft, guys, did you know I just launched my brand new server, StupidCraft 2.0, which is open to join on both Java and Bedrock Edition? No way, bro! It's the littest survival server out there, and you should totally join it! Oh my freaking gosh, dude! So yeah, I launched Minecraft server. It's pretty cool. If you want to join it, it's freaking open to join for everybody, both Java and Bedrock Edition. As I said before, yeah, it's pretty freaking cool. Join the server. StupidCraft, let's freaking go. My Discord is linked down in the description. There you can find all the info you need to join the server. So, what are you freaking doing? Join the freaking Discord. But today, guys, you know, with the new server launch and everything like that, I thought it would be a good idea to hop on StupidCraft and do kind of like a little tutorial just to show you guys how to play on the server, what the server has to offer, and also just some helpful tips and tricks for getting started on the brand new StupidCraft server. So without further ado, let's hop into it. Here we go. StupidCraft 2.0, baby. The server all your friends have been telling you about, here it is. This is our world spawn on StupidCraft. I've actually went ahead and I've kind of reset myself back to what it would be like if you joined the server for the first time. I put away all my armor and everything, and yeah, we're going to be kind of just playing through the server. I'm going to give you guys a little tutorial kind of guide for getting started here on StupidCraft. StupidCraft is a survival server, and we do have some enhanced gameplay from just vanilla. We have a lot of like teleportation and set homes and stuff like that, as well as we have Howl here. Shout out Howl. But yeah, so basically when you join the server for the first time, you'll get two little books here. A lost notebook, which is going to be very handy for getting started on the server. It basically has all the information that I'm going to cover today. It's just kind of like a helpful little guidebook for getting started here on the server. It's got all of the commands that you can use, and just kind of some helpful tips and tricks for getting started and navigating the server. And then we also have the change logs book, which has all the changes for the server as the server progresses. And currently, there's no changes yet. So, but maybe in the future, when we do end up making some changes to the server, that will be updated here as well. But here is spawn. Let me quickly go into game mode C real quick. We can fly around. And look at this. This is a beautiful spawn. The StupidCraft builder team has done an absolutely amazing job crafting this spawn. Some of you OG StupidCraft players may recognize our little spawn area here. It's actually a nice little replica that Jate built from our old StupidCraft server. The StupidCraft server on Bedrock Edition, which was the first server I ever made. And now we have the StupidCraft 2.0, now crossplay again on Bedrock and Java. We have a nice little spawn here to, yeah, just kind of pay homage or respect or something. Big Dubsky in the chat. I don't know, but yeah, it's pretty cool. I really like that we brought this over from the old server, and it looks pretty freaking cool. But what is there all to do in spawn? So right over here, this is the main spawn point, and here in spawn you can find access to some ender chests, crafting tables, a little bit of storage if you're trying to maybe store some items that you don't want, and people will steal this stuff. As a matter of fact, I'm stealing this right now. I guess we'll just rock the shoes and the hat today. But yeah, what else is there here in spawn? We do have a nice little enchanting table up here, along with a grind wheel, so you can do some disenchanting. But I would be careful because people may come up behind you and try and steal some of that XP. But that's pretty much it for this kind of main spawn area here. We got a few note blocks and chests and jukeboxes around. But we also have access to the Nether here from spawn. So right over here on the other side of our anvil fountain, we have access to the Nether. And yeah, we also have two kind of like mini game type things you can do here in spawn. One of which is the parkour, which you can see starts over here. And there's actually two different lines of parkour. There's this one that goes to all of these airships here in the sky. And then there's this other line that kind of snakes around the back of our mountain here, over to the glizzy, and then ending over on the subscribe sign. Let's freaking go. And then lastly here in spawn, we have the PvP pit. This is where it goes down. This is where the beef gets squashed and the real gamers rise up. Let's freaking go. So basically, if you head in here, I'm going to go ahead and put on my armor because you never know, bruh. You never know. I'm actually in creative, so no one's actually going to be able to get me, bro. Oh, you thought, Ally Bally. You thought, Ally Bally. Ah, get pranked. But yeah, so this is basically the PvP zone. When you're in here, you can die and lose all of your items that you have on you, so do be careful of that. But yeah, it's just a cool place to PvP and get into some of the action here on StupidCraft. Now, both of our PvP pit and parkour have warps, so if you're anywhere on the server, you can do /warp, and you can do other PvP, which will teleport you right here in front of the PvP pit, or you can do warp parkour. And that will land you right up here on top of our little castle here, where we have the parkour, of course. Now, that's pretty much all of spawn. There's not really too much going on here because this server is a survival server. So we wanted that to be the main aspect of the server. So if we head over here to the edge of our spawn region, you can see there's this nice red line that goes all the way around the entire spawn region. And as soon as you cross this line here, so say if we come down here and we're ready to head out into the wilderness for the first time, you cross this line, it gives you a nice little wilderness little text there. And this is now where you can now PvP with other players, break and place blocks like boom, bada bing. It's pretty cool. But then as soon as you cross this line again, you can no longer break blocks or place blocks, and yeah, you're protected by the spawn, so you can't die in here unless you're in the PvP pit. But yeah, that's pretty much like the main gist of the server. Let's go ahead and go here /spawn again. I'm gonna go into survival, bing bada boom. We're gaming and survival. And now let me go ahead and just kind of I'll grab a little bit of food maybe. We can actually drop this armor down because we have our little bit on here. Oh, someone's caught me, bro. Dude, I got caught lacking, bro. What is this? All right, so let's actually kind of do like a nice little like a little start in survival, and I'll show you guys kind of the tips and tricks that I use to get a good start here on the server. So I do want to say that the area directly outside of the protected spawn is the most dangerous place here on the server. So you do want to be very careful when leaving spawn. Is probably a good practice to kind of wait and see, because you know players might be coming up behind you and waiting for you to leave the spawn area to attack you, kill you, take your stuff, and send you right back to the spawn point. So as you see, if we come over here, maybe we'll get into some PvP action here with Hal. Let me actually say, kill me, bruh. All right, and as you can see there, let's try and let's see how far we can make it. But as you can see, we do have a combat cooldown here, and if you can see, if we try and go back into spawn when we have the cooldown, it bounces us back out. So you do want to be very careful. If someone does punch you as soon as you exit spawn, you are going to have to wait that 15 seconds. I just died. That's kind of cringe. But yeah, you will have to wait that 15 seconds in order to go back into spawn. All right, let's try and sneakily make it out of spawn this time. Hopefully nobody will see us and we can head out into the wilderness and get a good start going this time. Hopefully no one's following me this time. I think maybe we can sneak out this time without anybody noticing. Let's see if we can do it. All right, here we go. Here we go. We're zooming. We're zooming. We're heading out of spawn. Good thing now we're back at full hearts and full hunger, so we can now sprint and really put some distance in between us and spawn. Now, I do want to say, when you're kind of moving out from spawn and looking for a place to call home and set up a little base, you do want to do that as far away from spawn as possible. So, you know, you may want to head out like maybe 1,000 blocks or so and set up a little temporary base just to get yourself some nice gear. But then I would recommend heading even further out than that and building your main base or your main residence really far out away from spawn. I know there's players on here that are already 500,000 blocks out here on the new StupidCraft server. And I mean, I can't blame them, man. This server, it is deadly, and you got to watch what you're doing. So the farther out, the better. So I'll just say that. But you can literally base anywhere here on the server, build pretty much anywhere besides the spawn region. So that's pretty freaking cool. So let me go ahead and head a few 100 or 1,000 blocks out from spawn, and then we'll get to the next little bit. Alright, so we've been traveling for quite a bit now. We've put some pretty good distance between us and spawn. As you can see by my cords here, which are directly above my webcam, they're a little cut off, but we're currently sitting at almost 1,000 in both our X and Z axes, which is very good. Another thing I'd like to point out, just a little helpful tip, if you're heading directly out from spawn in one direction, it's going to be easier for players to find out where you are, because most people just head out from spawn in a straight line. So it is kind of a good idea to kind of move in kind of a diagonal direction away from spawn, so you're going in kind of two directions at once, which will put you at distance away from spawn, but also away from those main roads which people will be traveling on, which is very good. And it seems like we have found a little ruined portal here, and there are some chests and a crafting table already here as well. Let's freaking go. But it looks like we are going to need some wood. I did my best to try and collect some materials along the way. I killed a few animals and got a block of wool, which is nice. It's always a good idea to try and just get everything that you can along your way. Don't really stop for anything besides, you know, stuff that you can get really quickly. So, yeah, looks like there's a skeleton here. Let's try and maybe get this tree, at least maybe 1-2 blocks of wood here. All right, we got it. Let's go. Let's head back over to where our portal is, hopefully avoiding this skeleton who's really trying to kill us right now. Shee! All right, all right. Well, we have made it back over here to our kind of base of operations. Let's freaking go. And let's just go ahead and make some planks. But before we do anything else, it's probably a good idea, since we've made it so far from spawn, to set a home. So I'm just going to use this as my temporary base of operations. So if you want to set a home at one point and then again continue on to a further destination, that's probably the best thing. But as you go along, it's probably a good idea, maybe every few thousand blocks or so, to set a home, so that way if you do end up dying, you can kind of TP back to that last place you were at, or the closest one to the last place you were at, so you don't have to lose all your progress along the way. So let's go ahead and set our home. To set your home, what you want to do is open up the chat, and you want to do a quick slash. And once you have that slash, that will now run whatever you're about to type as a command. So I'm just going to do set home, and that's the set home command. And then you want to name your home. So I'm just going to call this JBob's base. And notice here, I don't have any spaces in the name of my set home. You cannot set a home with spaces in the name, so do be careful of that. I've actually set a few homes myself and tried to put a space in there and thought I set a home but didn't. So make sure you don't have any spaces in your homes. So let's go ahead, hit enter now, and we now have a home set at this location. So if we go to spawn real quick, here we are back at spawn. I just did /spawn to do that. Now we can go /home, and then we had JBob's base. And we can just go ahead and hit enter, and it takes us directly back to where we are, our base that we had set a home at. And that's really the beauty of this server. You can get around the server very, very quickly, and you can kind of avoid all of the super long walks. You can basically walk out into the wilderness once, and once you get super far out there, set a home, and then you're chilling. You don't have to make any more long walks. But the next thing I want to do is just kind of get some materials going, maybe get some iron armor, and yeah, just kind of get a nice little start going. So give me a few minutes and I'll get started with that. Let's go. We got some iron and some coal. Let's freaking go. Let's freaking go. Let me head back up here to our crafting table. Make a quick little furnace, and then another pickaxe, which will be upgraded as stone. Let's freaking go. Put our furnace down there. Get our stone pick. Get this coal, this iron. Let's freaking go. Let's freaking go. Looks like someone's already been here. But they didn't get everything. Let's freaking go. Lit up cave, and we still got ores. Let's freaking go. You'd love to see that. Alright, gamers. So I kind of set up a little gamer base here, if you will. And got some iron going here, as well as got some food smelting. I'll go ahead and eat my food here. Get our hunger back up and be able to start getting some hearts. I also went ahead and made a sword as well as an axe, so that way we can kind of protect ourselves and maybe get a little bit more wood here as well. Now, I do want to show you guys this cool plugin that we have here on the server, where if you use an axe to cut down a tree, you actually can chop down the whole tree in just one block like that. Very freaking cool. It's got a little bit of physics to it. Let's freaking go. Very cool. And it actually makes mining with an axe, like to collect wood, a little bit more worth. And it's also just satisfying, cutting down trees. It's super fun, and you can get quite a bit of wood from it. But you do want to be careful, because if you do stand directly under the tree as it's coming down, you can take damage. As you can see there, I just took a little bit of damage. But yeah, it looks like we got ourselves a little bit of wood now. Let's freaking go. Let's freaking go. We'll go ahead and make ourselves a little bit more tools, like maybe a nice little iron pick, maybe some armor, and yeah, then we'll get to it. Nice helmet. Let's freaking go. Alright, well, I feel like we are pretty established now. We do have some decent tools. We got a little bit of food. That tree plugin really does come in clutch with the apples too. So if you are in need of some food real quick, you can always go and chop down some trees. But yeah, I think we're ready to go. So we can continue heading out into the wilderness. And yeah, but before we do that, because you know this is just kind of like a little tutorial, I ain't actually gonna live out here and show you guys where I'm going to live. So maybe let's mess around with some of the TP commands. So first, let's ask a player to teleport to us. Now this is very, very dangerous. Having a player teleport to you could be very, very bad news. They could set a home where you're at and then be able to spawn back there whenever they want. They could kill you, take your stuff, grief your base. So you do want to be careful with who you allow to teleport to you, or where exactly you're having them teleport to you at. So you maybe don't want to have people teleporting to your main base if it's just you're playing solo, because they might end up taking all your stuff and raiding you. So yeah, we're just going to go ahead and do it for the sake of the video. But yeah, so here we go. So basically what we want to do to get someone or ask someone to teleport to us, we're going to go ahead and do TPA here. And that will ask a player to teleport to us. So let's go ahead and see who we can get to teleport to us. I think Muse would probably teleport to us. Let's see if he will. Alright, I sent a teleport request to Muse. Let's freaking go. Hopefully he accepts it here. There he is. Let's freaking go. What's up, Muse? Let's go. So yeah, it looks like Muse came here without anything, so we're probably safe here. But alright, so now Muse has now left here and he's gone somewhere else, and now he's going to be sending me a teleport request to teleport to him. So we'll wait here a second and hopefully he gets the request sent over. Alright, so there we did get the TP request from Muse, so I'm just going to say TP yes to accept his teleport request, and here we are. Looks like we're in some sort of griefed base. Wow. Let's go. So yeah, that's basically how it works with teleporting and stuff like that. TP yes is to accept teleport requests that other players send you. You can do /TPA here to send a teleport request to another player. So now let's try and send a request to teleport to a player. So basically what Muse just did to me here. So let's say TPA and let's say Ali Bally. Let's see what happens with Ali Bally. We're probably gonna die here, but that's okay. It's all for the content, right, gamers? It's all for the tutorial. Come on, Ali Bally, accept that request. Alright, and he accepted it. So I requested to teleport to him, and it looks like he is here in spawn. Let's freaking go. So yeah, we didn't end up dying. That's very, very cool. But yeah, that's pretty much the main commands that you're going to be using to navigate this server. The set home, to teleport back to your home again, it's just homes, and then we had J-Bob's base. Bing, bada, boom. Here we are back at the base. Let's freaking go, gamers. Let's freaking go. But now let's say you set a home on accident, right? You don't want this home anymore. You want it out of your home list, which you can do by just doing /homes. And you get a list of all the homes you've set so far. So you can see the last one I have added there is J-Bob's base. So let's say we don't want that home anymore. You can do delete home or DEL home. and then you can just type in the name of the base that you want to delete. So now you can see I no longer have the J-Bob's base home set anymore. We got rid of it. Let's freaking go. But I mean, yeah, I think that's pretty much it. Everything works on this server as it would in normal vanilla. So yeah, anything you want to try and do that you could do in normal Minecraft, you can do here on this server. The Nether works. You can go out in there and get netherite. You can go into the end and go in busting to try and get some elytras and shulkers and stuff like that. And yeah, it's just a really cool survival server. I'm really excited again to see where this server takes us, because it's just so much fun. I've been absolutely jamming here on the server. Someone requested, so let's just say TP yes. Where are we now? Oh, we're in a secret room. Let's freaking go. This is actually one of our Easter eggs here in spawn. So let's freaking go. Little Easter egg moment. But yeah, I think that kind of wraps up today's video, guys. If you guys do have any questions on stuff you want to maybe do on this server or help with getting started here on this server, feel free to join my Discord. There's lots of people in there that would be able to help you out with any questions you may have, as well as myself. But yeah, I think that's it. This is StupidCraft yet again, and yeah, if you're interested in joining it, the link to my Discord is down below, where you can find all of the info, such as the IP, to join the server and get started. So again, I think that's it, guys. This has been your boy J-Bob, and I'll see you guys in the next one. Peace.